So, good morning, all. Today I am going to present the topic issues and challenges faced by marginalized or socially disadvantaged groups. So, this topic actually I'm taking the second part. First part, this is Group 4 seminar. So, the first part, meaning and nature and types of these groups, etc., will be taken by meaning and nature of marginalized groups, etc. That is, the first part will be taken by Shamna and this is almost, we are 5 members in this group 4. So these are the group members. Me, Shadia, Shamna, Srirak, Ronit. These are our members. So first I will be moving to the issues and challenges. So introduction to challenges. What are the challenges? What is challenges? So what is marginalized group? The meaning of what is marginalized group, etc. is explained by Shamna. So I'm going to take the challenges. So, marginalized children may face barriers in education and society. These children may belong to, so marginalized in the sense they may belong to economically poor families, scheduled caste and scheduled tribes, minority communities, rural or migrant families, socially excluded groups. So, these are mainly called marginalized. So, these children may belong to these different types of groups. So their challenges affect academic performance. So the challenges mainly affect of the children's academic performance, emotional well-being, social participation, and future opportunities. So these are all things will be affected for these marginalized children. So that's all about the challenges. So, poverty and lack of educational resources. So, there are different types of financial difficulties will be there, educational problems will be there. So, financial difficulties means families cannot afford books, uniforms, bags, or school fees. As I mentioned, the children in these groups, families may have financial difficulties like books, uniform, bags, etc. They cannot afford, and lack of smartphones, internet, or digital learning devices, poor living conditions, and unhealthy environment will be there. And the next is educational problems. Educational problems like irregular attendance due to work or family responsibilities. They won't be like normal children. Normal children means if they are having some financial difficulties, there will be some difficulties and they cannot attend the classes and all. So the attendance and all will be irregular. Irregular attendance due to the work or family responsibilities. That is mentioned here as educational problems. And the inability to attend tuition or extra coaching. They may not be able to attend tuition or extra coaching because they don't have enough money. And lack of proper study space at home. Study space also will not be there. So that are the educational problems, financial difficulties, etc. And the result is because of this only the student is having, as I mentioned earlier, poor academic achievement, or the absent rate is increasing in the classroom, and the dropout rates is also increasing. So these are the reasons for this. And the next is discrimination and social exclusion. This also the children may face. So the type of discrimination is like if you go to the first class, like if you followed the first class only, we can understand this. Types of discriminations are mainly caste-based discrimination will be there, gender inequality and bias will be there, religious and cultural discrimination will be there, bullying and social exclusions in the schools also will be there. These are the different types of discriminations. And then its effects on students. So these discriminations, how it will affect students. So the main thing will be feeling of inferiority. Inferiority will be feeling isolation. So in many groups they are not included. They will be isolated because of this caste discrimination and all. And fear of speaking or participating in the class. This also will be happening. And then low self-esteem and confidence. Confidence will be reducing. We all know, like if we are not included in one group, or there are many different types of discrimination, children will mainly face lack of confidence or low confidence. Okay. So the next is reduced interest in education. As a result, the interest in education will also be reduced. So the next is classroom impact. Because of this, many impact are there in classroom also. Unequal participation opportunities. Many students will not be participating. Negative teacher or peer attitudes. Many teachers or students will be having a different attitude. These types of children. So that will affect the students' participation in classroom and all. So that's all about discrimination and social exclusion. And language and cultural barriers will also be there. Like the first one is challenges faced. Like students may speak different mother tongues at home. So a language will be different from place to place. So in that case also there will be some type of discrimination among the children. Like students may speak different mother tongues at home and difficulty understanding the language used in textbooks and teaching. Like some students will not be much interested in English, or they can't understand that. So in order to understand the textbooks and teaching, it will be difficult to the students who don't know how to manage English. The next is cultural difference may create communication gaps. Cultural discrimination also will create a communication gaps. So there will be difficulty between children to communicate. And the educational impact is that difficulty in reading, writing, and communication will be there. Hesitation to ask the questions in the class. There will be very much hesitated to ask the questions in class, like what the other children will think. In that way they may be thinking. Slow learning process, progress, and misunderstandings. They won't understand the topic very well, and they may misunderstand also. So the learning also will be slow compared to the other children. They can't take the topic very easily. So that's the educational impact over there. The next is example is tribal or migrant students. So they are included in marginalized groups. Migrant students may struggle with the regional language instruction. So regional language instruction will be there. Like they can't go to or speak the other childrens with much confidence because of the language. Their language may be different, their communication style will be different. So that will cause a less confidence in the children, and they may feel like what all thing, and why I'm like this, in the way they might be thinking. So that is the language and cultural barriers will also affect. So child labor, dropouts, and early marriage. So child labor means many children work to support family income. So this all children may be in marginalized groups. They don't have much financial, like not much front in financial part. Many children may work to support family, and lack of time and energy for studies. Early marriage, like girls are often like in earlier times, girls are often withdrawn from school at the young age, and they are going to marriage. And next is education is considered less important for girls in some communities. Some communities, early marriage is promoted, and they won't give much importance to education. So that is one of the problem. And the next is school dropouts. Poverty forces students to discontinue the education. So because of this, school dropouts rates will be also increasing, that I already mentioned earlier. Migration and family responsibilities interrupt schooling. And then the consequences are loss of educational opportunities to students, and like increased illiteracy and unemployment. Because of these child labor, school dropouts, and early marriage, many consequences are also there. And these are the consequences, like loss of educational opportunities, increased illiteracy. So if the illiteracy and unemployment is increased, the whole nation's development is increased. Development is decreased, because the total nation's development is dependent on these children's. So poor social and economic development, as I mentioned, economic development, social development, etc., will be reducing because of this child labor, early marriage, school dropouts, and this discriminations also prevailing there. So emotional and psychological challenges is emotional problems and psychological effect. What are the different emotional problems? Different emotional problems include stress due to poverty and family problems. The students may feel stress because of the poverty and family problems. If even if they are interested to study or continue their education, they won't be able to do that because of this stress. And next one is anxiety. Anxiety caused by the discrimination or bullying. The bullying may cause some different type of the students may feel anxiety, and the fear of failure and rejection. So since they are facing many rejections and discriminations, there will be a fear of facing this. So that is the another thing. And the next is the psychological effects, like lack of confidence and motivation. Students will feel like lack of confidence. They won't be able to participate much in classes, etc. And feeling socially inferior. They may feel like how like I can't. In that way, they may feel depression, loneliness, and frustration. So these are the different emotional and psychological effects of in the children's emotional problems and psychological effects. The next is impact on learning. Poor concentration in classes, reduced participation in activities. So concentration will be reduced, and participation in activities, as I mentioned earlier, will be reduced. Difficulty in academic achievement will also be there. So this mainly occur due to lack of awareness and support. So family related issues means parents, because of the if the parents are supporting the children, they may not face these challenges. So if there is a children is getting full support from the parents. So family related issues will be there, that parents may be illiterate or unaware of educational importance, that will lead to this kind of things. And lack of guidance and encouragement at home, yeah, that will also cause this. And the next is school related problems. Inadequate counseling support is there in the school, and limited inclusive classroom practices, and lack of trained teachers. And this all teachers can also contribute much to this area. Like if the child is facing some problems, the like teacher can give confidence also. No need of parents every time. So teachers can also contribute to this. The next is social issues, community neglect and social stigma, and the limited access to healthcare and support. So in that way, there are family related issues, school related problems, and social issues. Overall impact on education is due to these challenges, marginalized children may experience low academic performance, poor attendance and participation, lack of confidence and communication skills, increased dropout rates, limited career and higher educational opportunities. So these are the main challenges the children may face. Then inclusive education is necessary to ensure what are things: equality, participation, dignity, equal learning opportunities for all children without any discrimination. So in conclusion, the key points here I mentioned are marginalized children may face social, economic, emotional, and educational barriers. Poverty, discrimination, and lack of support negatively affect learning. School must provide safe, equal, and inclusive environments to every children. Teachers should encourage participation and remove bias. Final like thought also I gave here. Education is a right of every child regardless of social or emotional or economic background. No need to check the economic background of the child. Education is the right of every child, and every child should get equal opportunities also, regardless of their financial criteria, everything. So that's all about my topic. So I mentioned the all thing. The rest part of this will be taken by other members. Thank you.